Hello and welcome to a Jedi Trials gameplay video. I'm D-House here to provide some commentary for a recent game we had in our Jedi Trials monthly local tournament here in Lexington, Kentucky at A+ Comics and Collectibles. On the left we have Marcus with Elite eSavage Oppress Double Executioner, and on the right we have Sean with good old faithful eVader Greedo. eVader Greedo obviously killed in regionals for a long time, and the question is, will eVader Greedo survive? Saw a lot of eVader Greedo at Adepticon. My buddy Landon played, I think, 3 in a row, which was crazy. I saw one Vader battle Droid Retribution, but it did lose a little bit of its tricks. Lost Rise Again, Friends in High Places, Force Illusion, Price of Failure, just stuff like that. But Vader does have some big damage sides and some anti-mitigation stuff, so seems like he should still be good. But I worked with Marcus a little bit. Looks like Theed getting that extra resource. This is pre-Convergence, by the way. This is Trilogy format, but before Convergence. We recorded this beforehand. Still wanted to release the video because it's a pretty interesting matchup. And this is also before the Theed nerf. Theed just got nerfed yesterday, but this is when it was broken in all of its glory. So again, worked with Marcus a little bit on the deck on the left. The question was always, how are you going to pay for all the pay sides? Because Savage has some big damage sides, Executioners have some big damage sides, but you have a lot of pay sides. And so the question is, how are you going to pay for all this crazy stuff? And we'll see if Marcus can figure it out. But right away, he's got 6 damage showing. He's got a 3-for-1, a 1, and a 2 on the Executioner. So threatening some good damage. Of course, Sean got the Vader Saber on Vader. Rolls in, hits the 4-for-1, the +3, and I can't tell if that's a 2 or a 3, but either way, Vader's got a lot of damage. But he doesn't have any money. So right now, Marcus is safe. Marcus plays Triple Threat. He gets to reroll 3 character dice and then turn 1 to any side. So he's going to reroll the Savage die and the 2 Vader dice. Savage hits the 1 again. Vader hits the 4-for-1 again. And the 2 or 3. So pretty much nothing happened, but he does get to potentially blank. Yeah, he's going to blank Vader's dice, which isn't bad. Against Vader, sometimes the best mitigation is just blanking them till they run out of cards. Greedo comes in with the 1 gun. Greedo doing his job. So Marcus looking at his hand. Looks like a Logistics, Hidden Motive, a Dagger Mortis. Rolls in the other Executioner. Could get a kill on... Nope, he hits a blank. Still 6 damage showing, though. Sean's got by any means. Looks like he's discarding to reroll. He's going to reroll the Vader dice. Hits the 2 shields and the 4-for-1. So still Vader can't hit yet. And Marcus is okay with that. Vader can just look at one of the Executioners and kill it. So you can see Marcus hitting the Logistics. He's debating whether to pitch that to reroll or save it. I would be tempted to save it. Again, there's just so many pay sides, and you want to be able to mitigate when you can. All right, so he is discarding to reroll. No, sorry, he's resolving the 6 damage, and he's going into Greedo. All right, well... you may be wondering why Greedo, but it looks like Marcus is trying to trigger the Executioner's ability to get double resolutions out of the Executioner's dice. Probably thinking in the long run he'll be able to burst Vader down more quickly this way. It's a tough call because obviously Vader doesn't have any shields. You get Vader down to 9 health, and but that's what Marcus is doing. So we'll see if it pays off. Rerolling the Executioner die. Hits the 2 side, but is the pay side. And he doesn't have any money because of the Triple Threat and the 3-for-1. Looks like Sean is pitching a reroll again. Just the 4-for-1, seeing if he can hit damage. There it is. All right. So he finally has the base side for that modifier on the Vader Saber. We'll see if Marcus plays that hidden motive. He does. And he's playing it on the Saber so that he can actually keep it removed. And he gets it. So saves himself some damage there. Obviously, he could have risked doing the base side and then letting him roll back in. But this way, it's a little bit more guaranteed that he'll save himself some damage. So, not sure what they're discussing here. We do see a fist in Sean's hand. All right, so putting 3 into Executioner again. So both players opting to go for the support characters instead of like the main beat stick, which will lead hopefully to an exciting endgame between Savage and Vader slapping each other with their lightsabers. So we'll see how that goes. So Marcus claims, and we're moving on to round 2. And Marcus is really happy about that because he can use that Theed power action and get a little bit more money to pay for his stuff. See Executioner's Axe in there. That looked like a treasure lightsaber, maybe an at odds. So Savage has to roll in first. That is his stipulation. And he hits the 1 and the +2. So as is, that is a dead Greedo by resolving that 1 melee. Or is that a 3? That's a 3. Sorry, excuse me. That's a 3-for-1 and a +2. So I don't know if you want to resolve that against Greedo. And then Vader comes in with a 2, a 1, and a blank. Not exactly Vader's strongest showing there. See what Marcus is going to do here. Yeah, you really don't want to waste 2 extra damage on All right, so he feeds. So he's up to 3 resources now. You can kind of see in the hand cam his resources. I do want to thank Landon Dickens. He's the one who set up the camera rig and got the hand cameras and provided this video for us. All right, so Sean plays No Good to Me Dead. It's 0 cost. Remove any amount of damage from your opponent and gain that much resources. So he removed 2 from the Executioner to get 2 more resources, and looks like he's trying to pay for that fist. So Marcus drops the Executioner's Axe, which is intriguing because of the Executioner ability. It's basically the same thing. So if he kills Greedo, he's going to get 3 extra dice this round. Okay. All right, so Sean just played Delve. 3 cost, does an indirect to himself to play a support from his hand. So he kills his own Greedo, which will trigger Greedo's ability. He also played Fist, which allows the Fist to roll in, which, because Greedo dies, allows both Executioners and the Executioner's Axe to roll in. So there's like a million triggers off this one play. That's hilarious. So Greedo triggered first. Looks like he hit 2 indirect. Or maybe not. Maybe I missed it. So Marcus is rolling in the Executioner, the Axe, and the other Executioner. Hits a couple blanks and a 2-for-1. And then the Fist. This is the Fist's actual. It got played and it rolls in. So now it's actually Marcus's turn. Holy cow! I don't think I've ever seen that many triggers in the same action. So glad we got to watch that happen. Well, now Marcus doesn't have to worry about overkilling Greedo. He can pour all that stuff into Vader. However, he only has 1 resource, and he's got 2 pay sides sitting out there, so he's gonna have to reroll. Ooh, not rerolling the Executioner. Maybe he's banking on hitting a resource, maybe logistics. But he hits another pay side and a blank. See. So he's got 3 pay sides. That's a lot of damage represented right now. That's 9 damage, but can't pay for it. All right, so the Fist shoots the Executioner for 3. Fist has an activation and a power action still waiting. And Vader's dice and the Vader Saber. So he's got a lot of potential damage this round. Oh, double blanks and a 2-for-1 again. That is not what Marcus wants to see right now. Sean is playing Conflicted. He'll reroll a Vader die. If he hits damage, he'll do 2. If he hits anything but damage, he'll get 2 shields. So he hits 2 shields. So he'll get 2 shields, but he already has 2 shields. So he gets 1. So that didn't work out real well. But that does represent an 18 health Vader. And Marcus is going to have to work real hard to chew him down before he gets hit by the Fist. Looks like another reroll coming up. Let's see if these Executioners and Axe can cooperate. We got another blink on the Axe. 2-for-1 on 1 Executioner. But we finally have a 2-side on the Executioner that he can deal with. So, all right, so Fist rolls in for his activation. All right, looks like Marcus will do, looks like 7 to Vader, so 3 shields and 4 damage. So not bad, not bad. And he still gets to activate both Executioners. Although I think he only has 1 card left for rerolls, so that could be tough. All right, rerolls, hits the 3 range, 2 damage on Vader, and 2 shields on Vader Saber. He's rolling a lot of shields this game. So Marcus debating what to do. He could activate the other Executioner. Yep. So it's the 1 melee. So, I mean, he's gotten 3 damage out of that Executioner this round because of the Greedo thing, so getting some value out of that ability. Man, the Executioner hits another blank, but we did get a +2 on the Axe, so which interestingly enough, because he played the Axe on Savage after he activated, normally he wouldn't get that this round, but because of the kill, he did get it. So if he played it on the other Executioner, maybe he could have gotten double activate or double resolution of the Axe, but he's still getting great value here, and he might be assuming, since he targeted an Executioner first, that he'll target the other Executioner next, but we'll see. So he does. He targets the other Executioner. Marcus claims Theed. Interesting that he's targeting the Executioners. I guess he's maybe banking on the fact that Savage activating first is such a detriment that because you can't react to Vader's dice or Fist dice, and you can't remove it because you have to activate Savage. We'll see if it pays off. So here we go. Moving on. So Vader's got 5 damage. Executioner, 1 Executioner's dead. We got 6 damage in the other Executioner. Let's see what they can do. So here comes Savage because he has to roll out first. Looks like a discard, a 1 melee, and a +2 melee. Or that's a 3-for-1. Sorry. So we got a doubt, which hits him for 3. So all of a sudden, Vader's got 8 damage on him. Can Marcus do 7 more damage with this? With the dice he has on the table, technically he can. But he's got to get that Executioner out pretty quick and get a reroll on Savage. All right, so he decides to flank the Vader Saber. Here comes the Fist. Rolls that 4 indirect for 1. Executioner. Hits the 1 melee. So at least the Executioner is working. Oh, we got looks like a hidden motive. No, another doubt. So his doubts aren't working out great. So he's got 9 in him now. So he can't. He does not have the dice out there to kill Vader this round. He pays 1 for the Nexus of Power. I can't believe he decided to play the Nexus of Power. But with the modified sides, he is going to be able to roll that thing out and use that +2 on the axe. So resolves the indirect. Wisely puts 1 on the Executioner, so we'll have to overkill him with the Vader dice. Rolls out the Nexus, flips it to the 0 melee to pair up with the +2. Decides to take the 2 shields on Vader. He has resolved 2 shields either on Vader's die or the Vader saber, I think every round. So Savage not helping out. Hits the blink. Power action on the fist. Hits the disrupt, but he can spot Vader, so he flips it. Let's see what he flips it to. Looks like the 4 indirect for 1. Rerolling Savage. Hits the 1 melee. 4 for 1. All right, so decides to... Oh, well, he was going to kill the Executioner. Maybe having second thoughts. Looks like he's just going to put all 4 on Savage. There it is. All right, so looks like Marcus is deciding what to do. All right, hits Vader for 3. Those shields are saving Vader right now. So Vader's at 10 damage. Let's see what Vader hits. Vader hits another blink. Marcus claims. Another reroll from Sean. Another blank. Oh, man. And he's got that conflicted in hand. One more reroll. Another 2 shields. Oh, my goodness. This has to be a record of shield sides resolved by a Vader. But, I mean, Savage has those big sides. It's actually keeping him alive pretty well. So both players drawing up. Savage has to roll out first. We see a blank, and a discard. That is not what you want to see right now. And here comes Vader. We see another shield side, a 1 melee from the saber, and a blank on the Vader. Man, somebody check that man's dice. These are not the damage sides you thought you were rolling into with Vader. And another blank. At least they're both rolling pretty similar. All right, so fist rolls in. Looks like the 3 range. Not much he can do except re-roll. Hasn't rolled on that sweet old Nexus of Power. Looks like he does hit the 3 for 1 and the +2 if he didn't get those shields last round. Or have the shields showing now. But still blank from the Executioner, and that axe isn't helping. Even with 50% damage sides on both of them. So hits the hidden motive, gets rid of the melee. See a Galactic Senate in Marcus's hand. It could help with the focus, but at this point, with a fist and Vader's dice out there, if Marcus doesn't push that damage through, not sure he survives this round. All right, so he gets the Nexus out there. So he's got the melee to pair up with the modified side. And looks like Fist is going 3 into Savage. I imagine Marcus has to pitch the reroll. It looks like he's got Imposing Presence in his hand, but Sean has hits the exact same thing. Blank on Executioner, Resource on the axe. Kills the Executioner. So now he's got to survive a Vader dice and a power action from Vader's Fist. Sean has 4 cards in hand, so that Imposing Presence is not doing anything because he only works when they have 3 or less cards. So Marcus decides to feed, gets that 3rd resource. Looks like the power action going to the, looks like the 3 range. So does Marcus have any answers? I don't think he does. Looks like Senate, Axe, Imposing Presence. So yeah, so he just resolves his damage. And the Fist kills Savage. And that is game, everybody. So congrats to Sean for the hard-fought win. That was a fun one between Savage and Vader. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of our content. We'll see you in the next one.